low, hit like a high point, and then like super low, and then like spiked back up. Now, right now, we're on top of the world right now. 2019 started off pretty tough. I got banned and I was kind of losing my mind because for 1 week I just couldn't do anything. I always say if anything, it gave me a break. February, Genesis 6, and it wasn't pretty. March was Ultimate Summit. Obviously, I don't think I won a game or a set, but I think it was good for the community, had a good time, and got to know the Ultimate players better. In April, I went to Pound, and that was kind of a little high point for me because I got second, but like it was right after like a rough few months, so it gave people hope that maybe I could be good again. So May 6th is when I re-signed with C9. It's like our anniversary. It's like I signed when I was 21, 22, whatever. And yeah, it's just crazy to look back and be like, dang, I've really been with these guys for this long. 2 weeks after that, and then at Gommel, I reached Grand Finals again. But this time I was able to win, so this is a little... If you're a Mang0 fan, you were losing it right now. In June, I went to Smash and Splash, which historically I always do bad. And shocker, I just bad again. So no surprises there. And then right after Smash and Splash, it was Summit. And that was a pretty low point because I had a really great Saturday pools day. And then Sunday, I think I went 0-2, just like got destroyed. And that was a pretty low point for me because it was just like, I always hate doing bad at Summit, but this Summit was like, I did extra bad. So that one stung for sure. And then a little after that, the 18th, I went on the 9s. Just got to see the studio and yeah, it was just a cool little time. July, I had Low Tier City, which I think was before my vacation. And went there, lost to HBox and Zane, which is... Those aren't bad losses. Like, it's better than like, losing to somebody like rank lower, but it's still pretty disappointing. So in July, I took my whole family. I paid for everything, got the house. Felt good, to do that for my family. And it was pretty much the first time in my life I took an actual vacation. It was like 10 days. And in that time, even then I still streamed like 2 or 3 times, but that's where I'm from. That's where my family's from. So it was nice to see the homeland, Costa Rica. August was pretty crazy. There was a lot of stuff going down that month. Went to Evo for AT&T meet and greet. Considering it was last minute and considering Melee wasn't even there, I think a lot of the homies showed up and it was actually a really sick event. Like AT&T definitely went all out for that. Later in August, we had Super Smash Con, which pretty burnt out. So much traveling. I remember I traveled like 6 weekends out of 7 weekends in a row. Pretty drained while streaming. So I think at SmashCon it just hit me and I just wasn't prepared and got 9th and it was just like, man. But I wasn't too bummed about it. I was just so drained that I was like, yeah, it's okay. C9 flew me out to Croatia to shoot some Puma stuff. It was actually pretty fun. I was like, I didn't even know where Croatia was. But I got to hang out with the CS team. Like I said, I got to hang out with Squishy, we're like super little BFFs. Like we super fanboy over each other and I always say he's the most mature kid I've ever met. He's definitely, I'm like 10 years older and he's drastically more mature than me. We also did a BMW shoot. Like I said, I'm going all over the world at this point. It's just crazy. But yeah, I was in Palm Springs, which is like 2 hours away. Always seeing Jack's nice. And I'm not like a big car guy, but I was interested enough to like have a good time. So in September, went to Disneyland. Lauren loves Disneyland, so we went for our anniversary. 7 years, I think. Don't quote me on that, but you should. Then I ended up going to Smash Camp and Main Stage, and at this point I was just like trying to get back into the groove. Underperformed, but I wasn't too bummed about it because like Big House was coming up and I'll always trade losing those 2 for Big House, so it wasn't the worst thing. Mid-October, it's like first week of October, it's a Big House and I ended up winning that. Played like 23 games in top 8, which is a ridiculous amount. So I won that one in just like a straight marathon, game 5 after game 5. So it was nice to win one because I hadn't won one in like 2 or 3 years. So it was nice to kind of get that title back. So I got the 2469 tattoo on me because I won Big House 2, 4, 6, 9. And Big House is one of our super majors, so I felt like I could tattoo it. Like it's a big tournament. Like so many classic Mang0 runs and sets have happened at Big House. Later in October, my son turned 6. And he's doing pretty well in school and he's healthy and all that, so that's all good news. EGLX was right after Big House. I kind of more so went just to like, because I love Toronto, but it was a nice little vacation for me just to like, I don't know, it's kind of a reward for winning Big House. So I took that tournament pretty laid back and I still did okay, so. In November, I went to Complex Cons, got to meet some like pretty cool people. It's always different, but most of the time they also play games too. So you have something to like connect on. November 21st, I went to well, good thing it was only like 20 minutes away. I went to LA to play poker with some esport goons. They told us we were playing for $1,500. I didn't believe them. I was like, there's no way. But I ended up winning because majority of the table was pretty bad, so it was pretty free money. On the 24th, we went to Phoenix for Mang0 X Live. Just a great event. I mean, anyone who watched it, I think everyone who showed up and watched had a great time. So, and I had a great time, even though I lost to Axe, but all in good nature and yeah, it was just a good time. Sorry, December, again, my girlfriend's really big on Disney And my good friend Joey, his girlfriend's really big on Disney. So we usually go there like, you know, a couple little Disney dates. And with the right crowd and, you know, the right mix of things, I can usually have a good time. And then we had the Mango birthday bash, 7th through 8th. Actually, this is probably one of the sickest events of the year. No bias, obviously. In terms of like how it ran, like the production. They had a DJ there, and I ended up winning, so made it great. And it was in Toronto, which I love, so I'd say definitely one of the top 3 events of the year for sure. On my actual birthday, we actually didn't make our flight by 2 minutes, so I spent the morning of it flying. Got home, I streamed. I actually took like a 3-4 hour nap because I was just dead. And then I went to family dinner, which is usually what I do. And then I went to Chillin's house, he lives down the street. Had a little get together, wasn't too crazy. Philadelphia for an Eagles game on my birthday. So it's Christmas time. Took everyone to Disneyland. I bought everyone a pass. So yeah, after, you know, the kids had their fun, it's adults only. We went to the Lakers game and they ended up losing, but it's Christmas, so it's not too much of a bummer. It was a good game. 2019 was pretty interesting because like I got kind of destroyed, but I also won 2 super majors. I'm the only one who won multiple super majors this year. And then I won Birthday Bash, which is like right under it. So I have 3 like pretty big wins under my belt, and you know, from 18, which was a fat 0. But I also got destroyed this year, but I also did a lot of destroying. So it was like, I think it was a pretty Mango year. Like if you ask a Mango fan, they'll be like, yeah, that was a pretty Mango year. 2020, I think I'm gonna be the best again. I feel like the heart's there, the mentality's there. You just gotta go out and do it now.